Right now, 280 million people on this planet are clinically depressed, more than the entire population of the United States. Not one of them has a lion at their door. You are staring at your ceiling at 3 a.m. No predators, locked doors, food in the fridge, and something is still hunting you. It's not outside, it's inside your skull, and it is as old as the dinosaurs were. Your anxiety, your depression, your late-night spiral, not a malfunction. It is a perfectly designed alarm system running in the wrong century. Your body doesn't know the difference between a predator and an email. Both trigger the same ancient threat network. Both spike cortisol. Both tell your immune system, prepare to bleed. But the predator leaves. The email stays. Ancient humans were almost never depressed. Not because life was easier. Life was brutal, unforgiving, merciless. Your ancestor watched people die weekly, watched children starve, watched the dark consume everything outside the fire. But they had something you don't. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it was and how to get it back. Picture it, 300,000 years ago. A tight band of 20 people, one fire. Infinite dark. Out there, predators, always waiting for someone to slip, to stumble, to break. So why didn't your ancestors spiral into a 3 a.m. panic attack? Because ancient stress was a physical switch. Predator appears, cortisol spikes, muscles flood with blood. You run, you survive. Switch flips off. Clean, 30 seconds to 2 minutes. That's how long the threat lasted. Not a lifetime of rumination. And today, your biology registers an unread email as a death sentence, a glance at your phone notifications as a mortal wound, not a mild inconvenience, a death sentence. For 99% of human history, you were never alone. Not even for a moment. You lived in a band of 20 to 50 people. You knew every face, every voice, every name. You couldn't disappear, couldn't be invisible, couldn't ghost. More than that, you couldn't be irrelevant. If you didn't hunt, someone right beside you went hungry. Not a stranger. Your person, your sister, your child, your mother. Your purpose wasn't a vision board or a LinkedIn headline. It was standing right in front of you, starving. You were an irreplaceable gear in a 40-person survival engine. You mattered, structurally, biologically, every single day. Modern life gave you comfort, and then quietly removed the reason to exist. In 1968, medical anthropologist Edward Schieffelin travels to Papua New Guinea. He lives among the Kaluli people. He uses the exact same Western diagnostic manuals your therapist uses today. Result? Clinical depression, almost non-existent. Not because the Kaluli had easy lives. Infant mortality was staggering. Loss was a weekly event. They knew grief more intimately than you ever will. So how did ancient humans survive it without breaking? They weaponized it. During their Gizaro ceremony, they burned the dancers' shoulders with resin torches. Pain was public, loud, witnessed, held by 50 other hands. They were not a private ghost suffocating inside a room alone. Your grief has no ceremony. It just sits in your chest, trapped, silent. Here's what that does to your body. Here's the science that changes everything. Evolutionary psychiatrists call it the host defense hypothesis. Depression didn't evolve as a glitch. It evolved as a survival response. When ancestral humans were stressed, physical danger was seconds away, so the brain preemptively spiked inflammation, forced lethargy, conserved energy for the immune system. Your depression is your body physically preparing to bleed. From a wound that doesn't exist, for a predator that never showed up, for a threat your amygdala invented. This is exactly why you feel the way you do right now today. It's called evolutionary mismatch theory. Your ancient hardware is running in a world it was never built for. You sit perfectly still under artificial light, eating processed food, scrolling, always scrolling, to your 300,000-year-old immune system that looks like critical infection, no movement, no sunlight, no tribe. It thinks you must be dying, and hence depression is initiated. But here's what most people don't know. You can actually hack this. Dr. Stephen Alardi at the University of Kansas spent 20 years proving it. He called it therapeutic lifestyle change. By feeding your system just 6 ancestral inputs, he reversed severe depression in over 70% of patients. Not 30%, not 50%, 70%. Here's how. 1. Intense movement. Not a walk. Movement that makes you sweat, that floods your body with endorphins. Your ancestors didn't choose exercise. They hunted, they ran, they fought. Your neurotransmitters are still calibrated for that. 30 minutes of intense cardio activates the same brain regions that antidepressants target. Same mechanism. No chemicals needed. 2. Natural sunlight, not through a window. Direct sun. Your circadian rhythm is a biological clock set by light. Modern life broke it. Artificial light at night tells your brain it's 3 p.m., so it floods you with cortisol at midnight. 30 minutes of direct sunlight in the morning resets everything. 3. Omega-3s. Your brain is 60% fat. Omega-3s are the building blocks of neural membranes. Your ancestors didn't take supplements, they ate fish, grass-fed meat. Today, one fish oil supplement per day restores what industrial food destroyed. 4. Real sleep. Not 8 hours in artificial darkness. Sleep in sync with the sun. Dark room, no light. Your ancestors slept when it got dark, woke when it got light. That's not laziness, that's neurobiology. 5. Stop ruminating. This is the hardest one. Your brain wants to replay the threat. Ancient brains did this for survival. Practice the scenario so you survive next time. But modern threats don't have a next time. The email is already sent. The comment is already live. Rumination is just your brain beating a dead predator. It serves no purpose. It just deepens the depression. Interrupt the loop. Move. Talk to someone. Engage your senses in something physical. 6. Deep human connection. Not likes, not followers. Real humans, real presence, real vulnerability. Loneliness activates the exact same neural threat networks as physical pain. Your brain processes sitting alone in your apartment the same way it processes a broken bone. Not metaphorically, neurologically. 1 hour of genuine human connection per day, talking, being seen, being held, rewires your threat detection system faster than any medication. So here's the truth. You are not weak. You do not have a defective mind. You have a perfectly functioning survival machine, correctly identifying the modern world as unnatural. Ancient humans didn't have better brain chemistry. They just lived lives that matched their hardware. They were never alone. They were embedded in a tribe where their daily labor kept people alive, where the sun woke them up, where their grief was held by 50 other hands. Your depression is not a malfunction. It's an ancient alarm, going off in a body built for a world we accidentally destroyed. You're not broken, you're homesick, for a tribe you haven't found yet, for a life your neurons are still screaming for. The question isn't, how do I fix my brain? The question is, how do I rebuild the life my brain expects? In the next video, we go back even further, to the moment humanity nearly went extinct, and the single behavioral shift that saved the species. Don't sleep on it. It's already on your screen. Subscribe, and I will see you in a few days.